I'm John Donnelly. As I'm reading Mark's Gospel in chapter 6 and 7, Jesus and the disciples are moving about the countryside with some of the most famous stories in the Gospels: the feeding of the 5,000, the calming of the waters. But then right towards the end of chapter 7, there's a piece that gets my attention. He moves to Tyre, a Gentile country, and he comes to a house where it's very apparent that he just wants to rest. He's tired. He's been with hundreds and hundreds of people for days and days. But almost as soon as he gets to the house, the Syrophoenician woman, a Gentile, approaches him because her daughter is troubled. And Jesus at first rebukes her and sends her away, tries to send her away, by saying that why should the dogs be fed before the children? And the woman persists and says, even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs. And for the only time in the Gospels, Jesus changes his mind. He listens to her, tells her to go, their daughter is healed. And I think this is a very important place where Jesus understands that his ministry is actually expanded beyond just dealing with Hebrew people, but actually is being extended to the whole world. And an extrapolation of that in our life is that I think all of us are going to be very surprised at the Messianic banquet when we see who's seated at that table. Because I think there's going to be a lot of people who we didn't understand had a belief in Jesus as we understand Jesus will be seated at that table.